Hey, hey, hey. Hi, my beautiful people. How are you doing today? Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Right? This day is so beautiful. But I wanted to come on today to just be a word of inspiration to each and every one of you beautiful souls. Listen, this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall be rejoice and be glad in it, right? Hey, how are you doing? Hey. Yes, thank you for coming on in. But I wanted to say congratulations. You are doing well. You are getting through it. You're doing your part. Blessings, mother. You're doing your part, right? Yes, yes, yes. Day by day, we are getting through the process. Day by day. I want you to understand that God is with us. He is, when the saying goes, God is alive. He's not dead. He's still alive. We are getting through this one step at a time, one day at a time. And I want you to know that you have exactly what you need to be able to get exactly what you needed out of this whole experience, right? So after every storm, there's a beautiful rainbow. After every single storm. And I want you to just come on in, come on in, come on in. I love like setting the atmosphere around me, like to create my definition of heaven on earth, to be able to set the tone of how shall I choose to react or respond. It's a lot taking place right now. It's a lot taking place right now. But I want you to know that the Lord is working every single thing out, right? For our good. So be easy on yourself. Give yourself grace. I know, the old saying, especially for those that are used to being in control or having to control a lot of different things, that at the end of the day we have no control over some situations. And I believe that's the beauty of this whole experience, right? That the Lord says that you have even more inside of you. You have even greater inside of you. I want you to experience the other side of you. I feel like for me personally, I'm meeting a new version of myself. Hello, Darius. Hello, Zay. How are you doing? I'm meeting a new version of myself, right? I'm having the opportunity. Through opposition, it's always an opportunity to be able to choose, how do I move forward? As a business owner over several, I have multiple companies. I have two companies. I'm Nekia Foxx and Company and FX Construction. And one thing that this has allowed me to do is be able to be creative, right? So when you have employees, you have overhead, you have so many different, things that have to be taken care of. You have projects that you're working on. Blessings, Queen. Blessings, Kathy. You have so many. It allowed me to be able to meet my peace on another level, because he says he'll give us peace that surpasses understanding. He allowed me to know that through this process, we evolve through every single situation. Hello, Miss Johnson. How are you doing? Hello, beautiful. How are you doing? We evolve through every single thing. And that's what I wanted to come on today to say, that listen here, God is with us. Every single thing is going to work out in our good. Like every single thing that is supposed to work out, it's going to work out for our good. So why don't we just embrace the now? That's what I'm learning to do, is to live in the now and to create an atmosphere, that allows me to thrive in. To plant myself around like-minded individuals when that time comes back again. Because, being in the house and shut down, that's my norm. Like, as you see, that it's my norm. I've been praying for a break for a very long time. And for God to be able to allow me to get a break, because that's why I said it's an opportunity to look within, because a lot of us was on the verge of a lot of different things. because we were so focused on the end result without experiencing what really truly matters. Like, it's family that matters, it's your peace that matters, it's your health that matters. Like, that's right, Kathy. Well, for everybody, that's not their norm. I have no kids, I have no husband. All I have is to literally stay focused on the mission that God has given me at hand. And I take that so personal. I take that responsibility for the time that He's allowed me. I remember being single and always stressing about, when am I going to meet my husband? For so many years, that was my whole talk. But to finally get to the place that I understood the purpose of my singlehood, it was to be able to really get the opportunity to enjoy myself on a level which I know was only a gift, right? So that I can help others that have gone through a lot of losing themselves in the processes of their responsibilities, to fine-tune what they really love in life and what they really like. To ask anybody, what do you want? What do you want out of this one life that you get to live? What do you want? What does that look like for you? What does that feel like? Like, can you imagine in your head, like, we all have that image of who we know ourselves to become, and to actually say, listen here, what do I want out of this one life I get to live, right? I'm so grateful also, I'm so grateful that I get the opportunity to work in an environment that is so, I like to have everything pretty. I can be in a shack and I can make a shack look pretty. I can be, this thing back here was bothering me because I'm like, listen, I need my monitor to go up there. But that's so minuscule right now. That's so small. That's so irrelevant. When I look at, listen, Nekia, you get the opportunity to say, listen here, what do you want? You get to eat. What am I in control of? I'm in control of what I eat, because I understand that I have one vessel. I understand that my health is my most powerful tool, right? I understand that if I learn discipline, the very thing that I used to run for so long, discipline and structure, if I focus on creating my own acceptance of discipline, is not against me, it's my friend. It's going to help me evolve. It's going to help me become the best version of this woman of God that the Lord has designed me to be. And to only focus on the things that truly matter. Like, what do I really want? What does this one life mean to me? Because we don't get any do-overs. What do I want my relationships to look like? What do I want my friendships to look like? What do I want my encounters to be? What does financial freedom mean to me? And, and so many, I was talking to a young lady, a client this weekend, and I was saying, listen here, my relationship with money had to be healed, because for so long, I could see it. It got in my hand, and it would just be released because I didn't value it. It's a tool. You don't have to hold on to it. Like, it's just, you get to create as much wealth as you choose to create. You get to choose how much wealth you are able to create and experience in this life. Money is just a tool. It's not the all be all. It's just a tool. And the more I get to love on myself, the more I get to experience my true spirit, the more I get to really get that foundation with the Lord, because this is all that matters. That's why when anything can be shifted or taken away, all that matters is my relationship with God, because He never fails me. And through my transformation process, I'm learning that it's forever changing. Some things will come into our lives that we have to evaluate some of our beliefs. Do they serve you right now? Is it working for you? And some things we have to let go, right? Something no longer serves us in the now. And I feel like that's what we are all having the opportunity to do, is to go within, to say, wow, I've done this and I've done that, and this worked, this did not work. Listen, I made mistakes in this area. I want to work on this area. This is what I really want right now, right? After we see that nothing is forever, nothing stays the same, and the more that we want to get things back to the same, the more that we reject the opportunity that is given to us, which is learning how to move and be able to maneuver and to adjust. Because it's success is all about change and growth, and if it's not growing, it's dying, right? And we are all living beings. And the more we learn to value the things that are placed in front of us day by day, right? We learn that one thing I know, when I eat good, I feel good. I'm not emotional. I'm not reactive. When I exercise or when I treat myself well, when I make time for myself, I understand that I have much better days. And all I do is say, what that day felt good. What did I do in that day? How can I repeat that, right? And we get the opportunity, we are allowed the opportunity to create our norm every single day, right? And some things that we thought last year, we might not think this year. Some things that we valued then, we might not value now. It might no longer serve us, and that's okay, because we are forever changing individuals, right? So I just wanted to come on today to just say, listen here, you are having the opportunity to create whatever you want to create in your life in this moment, right? So take the time to enjoy yourself. Take the time to enjoy yourself. Take the time to enjoy your surroundings, your kids, your husband, your wife. Take the time to really focus on your health, because your health is your wealth. Take the time to really do whatever you need for you. That's the whole beauty of it. We all have specific customized journeys that are very different. So not every one thing is for everybody, right? So that's the beauty of really learning ourselves to figure out what is my journey. What does that, what path am I willing to be bold enough to stand up in and really take on that new, what am I, what's my path that God is showing me? And I feel like that's the whole point of this whole experience. What am I willing to be accountable for? What am I vowing to show up boldly in? The Lord is asking for his people. He says, in those days, I will have sons and daughters that will rise up, right? Because the church is within us. It is no building, it's us, right? You have the Lord within you. Christ is in you. So he's allowing us to connect like never before, so we know exactly who brought us out of this. So take this time, take this opportunity to experience God on a level that only through the pressures and the different energies that's taking place right now, right? That we can only experience through these circumstances. He has to set the platform in order for it to really show the results that he needs to happen. It has to look like the complete opposite is going to happen, right? So that's the beauty of the Lord. When it looks like the complete opposite is taking place is when he shows up like nothing else could have ever been imagined. That's when he shows up and he flips that thing for our good. He said, listen here, you will come out of this thing not smelling like smoke. He said, all you need is the faith of a mustard seed to believe in me, right? He says, though I walk through the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, right? What you fear, you must face. Your peace is your protection, right? He told us, he gave us the roadmap to this thing. If we read in the Bible, when they had to go into war, he told them to fast. He told them to eat things that allowed them to get a true connection. He told them what to do. He told them to be vigilant, right? He told them to be aware, right? He told them exactly what to do. He's given us the roadmap during this time. Be vigilant. Allow the Lord to show you exactly who he's designing you to be in this moment. In the pit seasons is when the promise is exposed. So allow yourself during this time to be able to get this mighty transformation that can only happen while we are in it, right? It can only happen in the midst of it, right? That's what's happening right now. So I want you to know that, listen here, you have exactly what you need. And for those that are in crunches, and don't worry about the things that you cannot control, and I guarantee you anything that might be lost will be given back tenfold, and allow him to give you the abundance of what he's trying to give you. I've gone through foreclosures, I've gone through bankruptcies, I've gone through being in my cars, I've gone through hurt, I've gone through disappointment, I've gone through literally so many phases to be able to be a word of encouragement today. Listen here, you're going to get through this. And there is nothing lacking and nothing missing in your life. The Lord is just showing each and every one of us a new version of ourselves through this situation. He's allowing us, you know, when I was going through my season, I said, what looks like the worst of my life, I'm going to become my best, right? I was willing to vow to be a warrior during the time that was set up to destroy me, right? And that's what taught me how to see in darkness, because at the end of the day, I was the light the entire time, right? You are the light. Go within. You are the light. So face anything head on. You have nothing to lose. Once again, you have nothing to lose. Nothing. So here at the Transformation Place, we are here for you, right? And I had to come on because I have a responsibility. If he brought me out, I must be able to share the word, right? I must be able to tell others, listen, I must be willing to be able to hold space for my fellow brothers and sisters. Listen, we are getting through this. This is all resolved. The Lord is not dead. He's alive. And it's coming up on what, Good Friday this week. Listen, do you understand the divine timing? All of it, like everything, it's the revelation that he's showing us in this hour. It's not just about what's happening. It's what he's going to do for his sons and his daughters, right? Listen, you're in the book of history right now. The pages are being written. Embrace the things that the Lord has showed you that are important for you to embrace right now in your life. For some, it's all about execution. For some, it's so well needed rest. For some, it's time to be able to spend with their family. For some, it's time to create a fruitful environment. Everyone's mission right now is different. So hold space for your fellow loved ones. Be able to be a word of encouragement. Show the light that's within you. He says we are the light of the world, right? So the words in the Bibles are literally writing. You know, I'm a literal person. They're writing themselves out. They give us comfort, right? So create the atmosphere in order to resonate with the vibration of your blessings. Speak the things in which you want to see in your life. Walk them out daily. Write them down. Once again, speak the things in which you want to see in your life. Be willing to walk them out. Be willing to make actionable steps when that time comes for whatever that is. For me, it's learning how to eat better. For me, it's learning how, because I can't be a warrior with a body that's weak. I can't be a warrior with a mind that's weak. I can't be a warrior, right? I can't be willing to fight spiritually if my vessel is clogged up and if I have all this backed up stuff in my body. Because I know when I fast and pray, whenever, you know, we know how we feel when we do that. We know when we eat vegetables and drink water and stay hydrated. I know what it feels like to wake up energized. And I need to repeat, for me, I need to repeat those type of days. I know how it feels to be under pressure and to be dealing with, you know, the level of contracts that I have to deal with. I don't need a body that is already sluggish and tired, and that's unnecessary, because I can control that. I've dealt with the years of emotionally overeating and it no longer serves me. I've dealt with the hiding of the things and being not willing to face things and just the cutting off people. I've dealt with the toxic things and it no longer serves me, right? For me. So right now, in order for me to stand up bold and to be willing to hold space for others, I must take care of my vessel, right? The Lord showed me some months ago that something is going to take place, and I need to prepare my spirit. I need to prepare my heart so that I can be loving in the time when things might not be so loving. I might need to really focus on being disciplined so that I can be focused during a time that is going to be chaos. But guess what? It's all preparing us to be mighty women and men of God, right? So get your lessons so that you can receive your blessings. Be willing to just be love in the flesh. Be willing to grow and to adjust in anything that might seem like it's leaving your life. Be willing to release it quickly so that the things that it's supposed to be in your life can come in. That's the beauty of it all. He's creating the new. We knew it was coming for a very long time. We've heard it. We read about it. It's here. So allow the pages. You get to write them down. Like, you get to write down the new pages of your life. Like, you get to change. Like, you get to choose that. So take this time. In this moment, breathe deep. Allow God to really calm your spirit. Allow Him to give you peace that surpasses all understanding. Create the atmosphere that allows you to thrive. And do what's necessary for you, whatever that is for you. That's what's important. I can't tell you what you need. Only you know what you need. I can't tell you what you should be doing. Only you know what you should be doing. But I have a responsibility to share the energy right now of love, of peace, of light, serenity, of calm, because we are powerful vessels. We get to create the world that we live in. We get to create our own heaven on earth. And that's one thing that I can say that I'm mastering, is creating my version of heaven on earth. And I want to tell all my brothers and sisters, we are all designed to do that. He said it shall be done on what? Earth as it is in heaven. So let's pull it down. Let's pull it down. We go to church and we're like, pull it down. Let's pull it down. Go within and pull down your blessings. It's inside of you. We're all connected in this thing. It's nobody exempt from what is taking place. We're all in this together. So peace, love, blessings to each and every person. I can't wait to invite you all into the transformation place, the physical transformation place, where we help men and women transform from the inside out, to be able to really create a life that they love living, right? To allow them to be able to connect with those things that were like might have been stuck for a long time. My book will be coming out this year. From disorder to divine order is where God took me. My life was so chaotic. It was so like masculine. It was so like intense and so like raw. And how He took all of that rage that was in me for years and years and years, and He took all that hurt and all that pain, and He was a conduit and allowed it to be transformed into something that can be able to be used in the world. He took that all that energy that was killing me internally, and He allowed it to come out and convert it into nothing but love. He's allowing me to grow internally so that I can be able to be like that's the beauty of God, when He shows you that you have it in you. You don't have to fight anymore. You don't have to defend yourself. I got you. That season is over of that type of thinking. No one can hurt you. Nothing can destroy you. All is well. And that's what freed me from so many years of just being so like, own it. And the switch is always on. I was destroying myself day by day, right? I was destroying relationships. I was destroying friendships day by day because it was always intense and guarded, and it was just not me. It was no longer needed. That thought process was so toxic, and all I had to know is the Lord is with me. He has me guarded. He has every last one of us taken care of. I've been down to $50. I've been down to a negative thousands of dollars. And guess what? He gave it all back quicker than I might have lost the initial time. One thing I've learned through processes is that if you're willing to walk the path, you know how to get back there. If you're willing to walk the path, you know how to get back there, and then you know how to go beyond, right? Take it day by day, you guys. God bless you. Be encouraged. Create the environment that allows you to thrive. Speak what you want to experience in your life. Focus on those things. When we speak it, we believe it, we write it down. He's told us exactly what to do. You shall experience it. And you can't experience one without the other. So if you're experiencing negative 1,000 right now, guess what? All those positive 1,000 days are awaiting you. You can't have one without the other. So if it seems so extreme and intense now, guess what? The freedom and the joy and the peace is coming to your life. It's already coming. It's on the way, because we can't experience one without the other. So if it's looking one way, know that God has already set up the complete opposite to take place on this earth. He's doing it. He's healing it right now. It looks like one thing, but he's doing the complete opposite. The angels are coming from the north, south, east, and the west to surround us at every given moment. They're here. They're around us. And they're literally going to protect us. They're going to give us our peace. They're going to literally set the tone for us to be able to get that rest that we need, to get that guidance that we need. They're going to walk us through step by step. So just go within. That's all you do during this hour. Do whatever's necessary for you. And for those that he's given the charge to be about this business and to get some of this stuff that is so strenuous to get done, he's already prepared you for this as well. He's already allowed you to get the training. You know, we were going through boot camp for a very long time. So let's put this thing to use. Let's put all these lessons to work. Let's make it all count. Take it day by day. So for those that just need some rest, unplug, recharge, allow him to restore, allow him to redirect, right? Allow him to reposition you. Allow him to reproduce another level of you in this season. So you guys, I'm Nekia Foxx from the Transformation Place. I just wanted to hold space for my fellow brothers and sisters in this moment, to just be a word of encouragement that we got this, that we're getting through this, and that God is going to blow our minds with this whole turnaround. We are in March, right? That's the spring season where things spring and sprout out. The seeds have already been planted, right? So allow it to just come alive in your life like never before. Enjoy your day, you guys. Bye.